All right, just kind of going over some of the components themselves. First of all, obviously we have the Eon itself. This is the latest Eon Gold. I believe it's a Lee Pro 3 cell phone. Basically in a 3D printed case and a really big heatsink actually on the back. I'll show you briefly how it looks. You can see here, heatsink, you can see the camera. Obviously there's a fan in there. So this is really the brains of the whole operation. Again, this contains the software, the actual OpenPilot software. Initially, these don't actually come with OpenPilot installed. They actually have what they call chipper software, which looks very similar to this, except it's basically glorified dashcam software. For legal reasons, comma.ai cannot release their own self-driving software preloaded on these systems, so you actually have to uninstall that and then reinstall or obtain the new OpenPilot software via download link after you reset your comma.ai Eon W. So moving on to really the trickiest piece to getting the system working. Of course, I mentioned the Eon unit itself just a second ago, but what we have here is actually the Panda unit. Now there are actually two different Pandas. One of them is what they call the white Panda, and the unit I have here is actually what they call the gray Panda. They look very similar, obviously, aside from the color difference, but the biggest benefit of the gray Panda that I have is that it actually has this coax connector for high precision GPS. So in the future, comma.ai has promised to release some HD mapping data. And what that data is going to be used for is to recognize things such as stoplights and traffic signals with a lot more accuracy in the future. So whenever you're driving and it knows that there's going to be a stop sign or a traffic light, it should eventually, the goal is to know where those are and to stop when it actually recognizes there's actually a stoplight there. So that's kind of the benefit of having the gray Panda. Right now, for the most part, it's still being used to just provide some more accurate data whenever you're uploading your videos to comma.ai to feed their AI system. But I believe the gray Panda right now is going for $199. The actual white Panda without the connector for the GPS, I believe, is going for $84. But what they basically do is, aside from powering on the Eon unit, it also allows for the interface between the Giraffe unit. So there's actually an OBD2 connector over here, which connects the Giraffe unit. You'll kind of see here, you'll see the little comma logo, and this cable or connector right here actually originally went to the back of the Honda lane keep assist camera system. You'll see that little silver unit right there. That's actually the lane keep assist camera for my Honda Accord. It's gonna be the same for any other Honda Accord from a 2018 as well. So the difference here, or the main thing here, is that our Accords use a Bosch system. Some Accords, some other, sorry, not Accords, but other Hondas use what they call a NIDEX system. Our Accords use a Bosch system. And I don't want to get into too many details, but slightly different interfaces. Basically what you want to do is you want to get the Panda, the Giraffe for the Bosch system specifically. I believe that's running right now for $75 on Comma's site. I want to say the NIDEX system for like the Civics and Honda Pilots are about $60 or so. Just kind of reiterating a few things. Again, this is our Panda unit. You'll see, again, Panda there. This is, of course, the gray Panda with the additional coax connector for the high precision GPS antenna. And again, your USB port that goes directly to your Eon dash unit. It connects to our Honda Bosch Giraffe via an OBD2 connector there. And I did want to mention that there's an RJ45 connector. Currently it's just not being used. I don't know if it's just a dumb port. I don't think it's actually doing anything right now. And then moving on, I did want to mention also there are some switches here. You'll see a 1 and a 2 there. In my case, with the Eon unit on and taking over the car's control, I believe it is a 1 up. You'll see up is on, down is, I guess, down is off. So I actually have the 1 position is up, and the 2 position is down in order for the Eon to actually, take over the control of the car. Now, if you do, I believe it's 1 up, 2 up, you revert back to your stock camera system. So it will allow for the use of the stock camera if needed. So, and then we of course have the actual cable or harness that plugs in, that used to plug in directly to the back of the lane keep assist camera, which is now plugged into the back of our Giraffe. And then the Giraffe unit itself, which has the exact same connector, but it's now directly plugged into our stock lane keep assist camera. So all this stuff and all these, the interfaces, the lane keep assist camera, the Giraffe, the Panda itself, are kind of behind this big plastic cover here, right above the rear view mirror. And what I needed to do is actually, you can see there's some clips here. Typically what there was originally a big plastic, another separate plastic, small plastic panel here that I had to remove. And then basically once you remove that, it allows you to basically put your hand in this little area and basically pull down from this left side. It's a pretty strong plastic piece, but you can actually pull everything out. And this whole plastic piece actually comes off completely, and it gives you a lot more room to to plug in your unit. So it's not very, very complicated. Again, if you have any questions, just comment down below. I'll have a lot of the links to these different pieces and components also in the description. But again, you can see this plastic piece right here. There's a lot of clips that kind of hold it in. Some people elect to remove the rear view mirror. I actually have the home link mirror here for the touring. I just wanted to keep it in there, but you can definitely keep your mirror off if you don't want it to be there. A lot of people just rely on the rear view camera. But again, that's kind of the gist of everything. So if you have any questions, again, comment down below and I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. And again, I'll also post a lot of links in the description to the various pieces. Again, thank you for watching, and hopefully should have more videos as new software updates come out or any new components come out as well. Thanks.